I mean, you've watched this closely as anyone, and you know all the players involved.
Right.
How do you explain it? Could oGo tenets have helped over the last few years with what went on there?
Well, I think what we teach in leadership would help anybody. I think what we talk about is that the importance of leaders being hardwired, showing that they care about the people, get people motivated. Then they literally perform, and then you got to hardwire yourself so that you can actually make sure you get the results every single day. I think in the case of GE, it's obvious. I mean, it's not a question of whether it's lost its luster. It has lost its luster. I think there's nobody in business that thinks about GE today and says, "Wow, what a company." So they've got to come a long way to get their reputation back. But I think everything does boil down to leadership. I always say, "Show me a good leader, and I'll show you a good business." And I don't think there's any way you can look at this past regime and say that good work was done. And in fact, all the evidence suggests that everything was done to basically take the business down the tubes. And I think that's a big problem. Obviously, when you don't have the right leader taking great assets forward.
I wonder, for example, Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
No, what do you do? No one could have said it. When the world moves away from you, sometimes you're stuck with it. But what
Well,
did
did
the world move? Yeah.
If you go back to Blockbuster,
But even Netflix,
they could have bought Netflix.
Right, and Netflix, which started with the mail stuff,
Right.
they transitioned into this unbelievable business they have.
Right.
So you don't think that the world left GE behind? You think GE was?
I think GE sold a lot of things at a bad price and bought a lot of things.
What is that? Arrogance or hubris or what?
I don't know. I think it's just, sometimes people aren't prepared for the job, make mistakes, and then they get compounded because you press for more and better results. And I think, I have a...
Do you ever, but David, you ever hear GE copped to paying too much for something or for selling something for too little? I never heard over the last 15 years, never heard anything like that. Everything was...
Well, I think what you have heard, though, is the trust and belief in what the company was doing and how it was going to grow began to erode. And when that happens, you see the kind of stock performance that we have, along with, which was also driven by poorer business results.
I think it's also where transparency and, transparency sometimes gets clouded by just a real hardcore communications department or public relations department. And that's what you want. You want to put the best face on everything that you're doing at all times, right? But that can actually affect how you even do the accounting at the company, how you hit your numbers. I think it all, and then it eventually builds up to where it almost...
Putting a face on, that's anybody can do that. What you have to have is substance, and you have to have real performance, and you have to have the numbers and results to really back up what you're talking about. So you can sing a good song, but if you can't back it up with continual performance, then you don't have the credibility that you really need to get at.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.